Long ago, in a mighty kingdom ruled by King Darius, there lived a man named Daniel. He was known for his unwavering faith, wisdom, and a heart devoted to God. Even in a foreign land among people of strange customs and towering palaces, Daniel stood out, not for wealth or power, but for the purity of his spirit and the courage of his convictions. King Darius trusted Daniel above all others, appointing him to oversee the affairs of the kingdom. Daniel's integrity shone so brightly that the other officials, consumed by jealousy, began to plot against him. They watched his every move, searching for a reason to accuse him. But Daniel's life was blameless. No fault, no misstep, only the quiet strength of faith. Frustrated and angry, the conspirators hatched a cruel plan. They went to King Darius with a proposal cloaked in respect, but sharp with intent. "O king," they said, "appoint a law that for 30 days anyone who prays to any god or man except you shall be thrown into the den of lions." The king, flattered by their words and persuaded by the law's permanence, signed it. Once a decree went out in the Medes and Persians' kingdom, it could not be revoked. Daniel, upon hearing this, faced a choice that could cost him everything. He could bow to the law, deny his God and live in comfort, or remain faithful and risk his life. True to his heart, Daniel returned to his home and knelt by the window, facing Jerusalem, just as he had done every day. He prayed, not in fear, not in desperation, but in steadfast devotion. He knew God's presence was greater than any king, any law, any threat. The conspirators watched from the shadows, eager to see the trap spring. Daniel was seized and brought before King Darius. With a heavy heart, the king commanded, "Daniel, the law is the law. Into the lion's den you go." And so Daniel was cast into the dark, cold pit, the lion's roar echoing around him. The king's sleep that night was restless, his thoughts torn between regret and hope. Inside the den, a miracle unfolded. The lions, fierce and hungry, moved not to harm, but to watch. Daniel's faith had shielded him. All night he remained calm, surrounded by power that could have destroyed him, yet untouched. In the silent hours, it was clear the strength that comes from unwavering trust in God surpasses even the fiercest of dangers. At the break of dawn, King Darius ran to the den, calling with urgency, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God been able to save you from the lions?" A voice rang back, strong and steady, "O king, God sent his angel, and the lions have not harmed me, for I am innocent in his sight." Joy and relief filled the king's heart as Daniel was lifted from the den, unscathed, his robes untouched, his spirit triumphant. The king decreed that Daniel's God, the living God, must be honored throughout the land. The very men who had plotted against him were thrown into the den, and the power of God's justice became known to all. Daniel's story traveled far and wide, a testament to courage, faith, and the enduring strength of the human spirit when guided by divine light. Even centuries later, the tale of Daniel in the lion's den reminds us that true faith does not seek the easy path. It walks with courage, speaks with integrity, and trusts in a power far greater than fear. In the shadow of danger, in the roar of life's trials, those who stand firm in conviction discover that no lion, no law, no force can touch the soul guided by unwavering faith. Daniel's legacy lives on, not in the fear he faced, but in the hope he inspired, a shining example that when one places trust in the Almighty, the impossible becomes possible, and light prevails over the darkest night.